Hello everyone, this is Tooltip2 and welcome to another comparison, this time on, I guess, HUD related. So we'll be looking at things such as tooltips, which I never thought I would do, certain other elements and say debug menus, HUDs, such as obviously, a lot more hotbars, to other things such as additional benefits of clock, or health information, mob information, and other such things. So we'll get into a few. You've got the tooltip tool as an example of showing the maximum damage, the harvest level, the dig speed, and the enchantability of a tool, mostly picks, axes, and shovels, as a good way of displaying certain key information you want that you typically don't get access to, which if you obviously have tools and have F3H enabled, you'll usually see the durability. If I turn it off, you won't, and you just see the attack damage, the attack speed and attack damage, but with it on, you see durability and the technical name. Another good type of mod is obviously item favorites, which allows you to favorite items and locking them. There's obviously key bindings and a bunch of other additional stuff, so if there's certain things you want to favorite, you've got that. Or there's other approaches like a creative tab-like option, which isn't exactly the same thing. Can't seem to find it though. But there is pretty much that option as well, which not exactly HUD related, but more menu related, but still additional benefits to inventories and other such things, and other things in that spectrum. You've got horse debug info, which I think I installed. We'll get a horse or some other mob, and we should be able to see information about them. So you can see there their jump, speed, and health stats. We have a wolf. You don't see the stats, but you see other. You see at least an image of them, display of them. And obviously you can see the health bar and the name above these mobs from, I think it's IgniteHUD, which would be this here. So obviously you've got the health bar, you've got the information about yourself as a player, what potion effects you have, temperature and difficulty, if you have certain mod support like tougher snails or so, a breath bar, the time of day or night that it is, consume that, and you can see the additional potion effects, so additional HUD elements there. You've got Batty's Coordinates Plus, showing things such as coordinates, the biome, and other additional information. So coordinates, biome, time of day, and chunk information. Which I don't think I have installed, or maybe didn't correctly, I'm not sure. But either way. You've got Find Me as a way of finding things inside inventories, showing particles. So an easy way of finding things in inventories. I guess maybe not so much HUD related, but still sort of another sign of certain indications of sorts. Certain things I guess maybe like hollow inventory, seeing the inside of stuff, but except with particles or so. You've got coloured health bar as a way of obviously having a different look to your health bar. Instead of just hearts, you have the actual bar, or you have the actual coloured variations of hearts if you wanted. And obviously additional things to sort of tweak it a bit. Command helper is a way of obviously executing commands quick and easy. And obviously you could have your others where you have a K mode that is obviously just, A or certain others, which I think I do have enabled, yep. Actually this is 112, so it doesn't really matter. But obviously for 113 plus, that would be sort of a consideration. You've got a menu to do it, as well as obviously others for quickly doing things. Another type of one would obviously be a light level mod, like this one here, or light level overlay, reloaded, and certain other types, more overlays, stuff like that, obviously showing the light level, which I don't know if I have one installed. I don't think I do. Which obviously would be F7 or something, and it would show different numbers, or it would show X's that are, or crosses, that are yellow or red, depending on if you're in a cave or not, and if they will strictly spawn or not, and the torch would obviously change things so that that area is lit up, and it has less of a light level. As you can see there, obviously, light level 15, if I walk around, obviously, you'd have more, probably the yellow, and you can see the block light level is completely different there. Otherwise, you've got look at that, which is obviously a way of finding out certain things of what you're looking at, similar to such, like, if I can find it, similar to TUMAT or Waila or WIT or certain ones that do similar. We can find out information based on what tool is effective on a block, the harvest level of it, redstone power, what mob you're looking at, what block you're looking at, storage, power, fluid storage, stuff like that. You've got obviously damage indication mods, things like neat and orderly, or you've got obviously as damage indicator or damage indicators from versions ago for displaying obviously health, armor, additional effects that are applied to mobs, and so on. Obviously a bunch of elements you can tweak. Time to live is a way of obviously displaying a countdown on TNT, so good in PvP or situations we use TNT for blowing up blocks if you prefer to do that instead of mining to see things, I guess, or knowing in that when you're blowing up something in applied logistics or something. Advanced world selection for obviously certain information related to worlds, not exactly I guess HUD related, but if we're going into HUDs and tooltips, obviously mods that are missing, mods that are included, the world type, the world generation, the seed, the date it was created, possibly, or the date of the world, I should say, world time, mods that are included, reactivated things, upgraded, outdated, and such. TUMAT we've obviously covered. MBT tooltip, obviously having it where you can display MBT information in more depth than usual. So if you want the ins and outs of MBT data for enchantments, you've got that. And you've also got it for certain other aspects, obviously. There's also obviously enchanted tooltips, so you can display information of what the enchantment does. If it obviously reduces 4 damage, that's obviously what Feather Falling does. The level of it is level 4. It is applied to only boots, not any other type of armor. And obviously the other typical information of is it from a mod or how much it actually gives you. And then you've got colored tooltips as a way of obviously customizing tooltips to have a different color, so it makes it easier to read or just more fancy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for a HUD and tooltips comparison related mod look. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye. Just quicker crafting maybe could count as well. Or inventory tweaks or certain others, but either way, or baubles even, I guess, at that point. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.